big stuff happened in Genshin, and it was trending, huge trend. Like, people forget how big this game is. Like, it was trending. The hashtag Genshin Impact had like 215 or 250 like thousand tweets, and it's like Destiny 2 as a new season launch. It's like 3,000 tweets. It's like,
right.
This is like a huge. But of course,
massive.
So
massive.
I clicked the hashtag, Tash.
How much nudity did you see?
There was some plump anime booties. There was some sus anime booty out there.
Dude.
Let me tell you, I did some deep research on this hashtag, and I might be getting back into Genshin Impact. That's all I got to say.
Research, bro.
Right? New characters, Rosaria. They make them right in Genshin. They make them right.
Yeah, those Genshin.
They know their audience.
They're thirsty.
Every artwork, it's just like, hey, I drew this person, doing chores, and it's like they're in a G string, and that's it. It's like, wow. But I'm not complaining. let me just say that. So they just had their 2.0 launch. This has been 9 months in the making. Everyone's known about the new region called Inazuma from the start. And one of the characters, Ayaka, I knew about her before I played Genshin. So that's how long she's been like leaked. She's been out there. People knew about this character before I even played the game. I've known about Ayaka. She's finally in the game. Her banner's out there. And there's a lot of hype in the community because it has been, pretty dry, unfortunately. The hype for Genshin is massive. And, it is a lot of mini games, and there hasn't been a lot of content for a long time. And so now that the region is launched, there's a ton of exploration. People seem very happy. But there's actually 3 more islands to Inazuma that aren't even in the game. So currently it seems like people are pretty darn happy, but there is more to come, I believe, in the 2.1 update, kind of like 6 weeks from now. Don't know for sure, hasn't been confirmed, but there is more happening. New characters launched, quests, chests, weapons, like literally anything you could dream of. And if you haven't played the game in a long time, the main character just got a new element, Electro, really, really strong. So if you do want to dabble, it could be a good time to get back in.
And that's electricity?
Yeah, it's electricity.
So they didn't have that?
Electro
It was
fire,
ice.
Well, there still was Electro, but the main character could only be Anemo.
So do you remember when you first start out? You probably only remember playing the Anemo, the wind.
Yeah.
When you first start the game, yeah.
But today they had like some sponsored streams going on. So like Saikuno, he was one of the people that was playing with Disguised Toast for Among Us. He's got 3.6 million followers. He was playing. He had like 20,000 something viewers today. There's a couple other big streamers. Who's the other really big one? Anyways, tons of people. They're throwing money at it. And, as you said, it's trending. But the big thing is every single trailer and video that they put out. So they did like Inazuma Hype trailer, the Inazuma reveal, Ayaka, every single one was in the top 5 for trending for gaming every time they posted. So like,
wow.
And they just pop off. A lot of them, like the Ayaka trailer was like number 1 for a bit. And so they definitely do have that hype. They get like 3-4 million views in the first day. That's how much hype there is for Genshin. Yeah, it truly is.
The player base is enormous.
It's such a bigger game. Like, it's kind of crazy how much of a bigger game it is than like Destiny.
It's like a Fortnite-y type size game. Like even if you look at the trends when it first popped off, not quite as big as Fortnite, but if you look at Google Trends, like at any one moment in time, if you Google any game against it, it probably is bigger. Like there's only a handful out there that are more popular. League of Legends is right up there with it, and League is huge. And they kind of dance and kind of trade depending on who's coming out. But that's
it. It certainly took them a hot minute to get this update out. Like for quite a while there, I remember like a lot of the player base, including yourself, you must have quit like 6 times. But even like other people were like, bro, like this limited time where you have something sweet, but then it goes away and you're back to nothing in the game. Like it's just not it.
Yeah. It's like 60 to 70% of my comments right now are like, hey, just jumping back in the game. Because I think a lot of people were really bored. And I think if I'm being 100% honest with you, I'm pumped up. I've got some videos to make, but it's finite. Every chest you open is one less chest you're going to get to open. Every quest you do is one less thing you're going to get to do. There is no replayable content, and they didn't add any. So once it's gone, it's going to be gone, and people are going to be they're gonna be like, okay, I just had my hit of dopamine. Where is it? And then the crazy thing, and I don't know, no one else seems to be talking about this, but they're doing a bunch of events with this update. I think 4 out of the 5 are repeats. We've already done them. They are bringing back the tower defense that they did and they got rid of. So it's good to know that they are bringing some stuff back. But we already did that, and they're bringing it back with maybe a new level. And so it's like, are people going to be happy to see that, or are they going to be like,
well, a lot of the people probably never played it. A lot of the people that you just said, people are coming back. So, true. I mean, I never played any of those things. And I actually just started playing Genshin again on mobile. So, true. I can maybe interact with those things for the first time.
That's fair. Yes?
It's kind of like what's going on in Destiny right now with Season of Heroes. What you're describing is the seasonal limited time Destiny events. Festival of the Lost for Halloween, the Dawning, where they come. It's generally the same thing. It's got some new additions. Maybe there's a new reward weapon or whatever, but you're baking cookies every year in the Dawning, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's like people who haven't done that, they can get the Glacioclasm. They're probably going to have a good bit of fun. But then you have especially for Season of Heroes or whatever it is right now, it's like the veteran players are like, holy crap, the same EAZ, right? The same European Aerial Zone we've had every year. But then the new players are like, cool, new shotgun, new area, this is dope, right?
Yeah, I never touched this before. This is exciting to me. Exactly. I mean, I liked the EAZ the first year. I genuinely did. I thought it was like a fun thing, going and fighting and then running around. Like it was good. It's just in the 4th year, it gets a little tiring. So.
It gets a little sus. So it's kind of just interesting. It's like the same thing of like these limited windows. But they keep recycling it with small changes.
But like the one thing I'll say about Genshin is like, it's funny. For every moment I complain, there's also another moment where I go, the potential. Like they do something and I see it and I realize, oh my goodness, like this game is cool but could be even better. One of the quests in Inazuma, I don't want to spoil anything. Let's just say it's a prison break. You're sneaking in, going in, like it was such a great quest. One of the best quests I've ever done. And it shows the potential and creativity of them. And I just hope to see more. I really hope to see more. I've also been playing their sister game, Honkai Impact. And they've done some things that it's like, bring that over to Genshin. It's repeatable content. You can do it every week. Bring that over. You got a better game. So, yeah.
Well, and you think about how much capital they have to have generated from that game. With how big it is, you got to imagine they have brought in some serious revenue. Like, hey, reinvest that.
But they're reinvesting it in just making new characters. Because that's the moneymaker. Like, I guarantee the people on top are looking at how much money they make every time there's a character drop. And that's they're just dialing the resources to that, right?
Right, but is that a sustainable model?
It's not, right? And it's like someone's got to tell them, hey, like you got to have something to do with these new characters or else the hype will die out. But then again, you could argue like with these trends and stuff that they're transcending it. Like people are more interested in new characters that they can like draw fan art for than necessarily actually play with. Like it seems like it's like transcended.
There is a very big audience that they don't care about the content really. Like they are very happy just like doing the Serenity Pot, which is the housing system, and interacting with their cool characters and taking screenshots. Like
it's like Sims with new characters. Yeah.
Yes, dude. I'm the minority of wanting endgame and things to fight. But here's the crazy thing, and I only learned this because I started playing Honkai and just different people talking in the community. So there's like these little side stories that you can do in Honkai.
Look at this big boy.
That's a big doggy. Kackis's dog is as big as he is. Jesus Christ. So in Honkai, they've got these side missions you can do, and it's kind of an open world. But as I was playing it, people were like, "Yeah, this is actually the groundwork for Genshin." They were testing to see if you could go from mission to mission and just stay in the open world without it switching. Because in Honkai, you go to a mission, beat it, go to another one, kind of thing, right? And so this was like the groundworks for testing it, and then they expanded on it. And it turns out that Genshin Impact was a $100 million gamble by MiHoYo. They did not have big plans for Genshin. They threw $100 million and a dev team at it, and they hoped for the best, and then it blew up. And they're like, oh God, this is 20 times more popular than our main game. And so they had so many people working on Honkai that they had to hire people for Genshin. And now, honestly, if you go and look at the Inazuma reveal, now I'm starting to get the idea, okay, they've got money and they're throwing it at this. They did like a whole, Activision reveal where there was like an orchestra. They brought in different artists and different like devs. It was very high production value compared to what they had before. So maybe Genshin starts picking up in the content, and instead of 9 months, it's 3 months. So, that's a gacha game that's doing good. But I know I've been talking for a long time. But do you want to hear? It's okay. Do you want to hear some drama about a gacha game that destroyed themselves in the first day?
You had me a drama. Okay, you had me a drama.
This is wild. So there's this game called Punishing Grey Raven. I was really excited about it. It's very quick, fast, tough enemies. Like, it's kind of Dark Soulsy. And the first, 4 days went pretty good. And then they came out with a new event. And the new event, it's like a slot machine thing, and you get currency each day. Well, someone did the math and said, it is literally impossible to beat this event unless you spend money. And quite a bit. Like not just like $5, like unless you're spending quite a bit of money, you cannot beat this event and get the skin. And so people were kind of pissed. And then another post comes out on Reddit and it was like, wait a second. I just started looking at the rewards you get after missions. It's literally half of what the other servers get. And so everyone's like, wait, what?
Oh, no.
So people are going back and looking at old streams of people. They're looking at some other stuff. And it turns out that the black cards, it's kind of like a primo gem or the currency to get characters. Instead of getting 100 at the end of each mission, you get 50. So over the course of the campaign...
They weren't even trying to hide it.
Right? It's thousands of them. It's probably enough to get multiple characters in the game. And so everyone's like, what the hell is going on here? And then the final kicker, the $1 conspiracy. This one, it sent fire to the gasoline. In the shop, the battle pass is like 30 cards or rainbow cards or whatever. And it's like $6 or $5, right? But only on the global server, the pack that's the $5 is 28 cards. So they force you to buy another pack of like $1 in order to get the battle pass. And none of the other servers do that. You pay the $5, you get enough cards, you get the battle pass. And so everyone's like, why are you doing this? You're forcing us to spend another $1. And then in the official Discord, one of the mods just says, why are you all crying about $1?
Oh no.
Everyone lost it. Dude, the entire server was just going complaining. They had like the feedback server. And it was just going like, man, it's just $1. No. It's just $1. Copy pasta. It then got review bombed because it was in the top 10, doing really, really good. It went down to a 1.6 from like a 4.8, 4.9. Like, it was doing incredible. It went down to a 1.6 because people review bombed it. And then the final kicker.
Oh my gosh.
Because they couldn't get the server under wraps, they fired the guy. They fired them. One of the community managers stepped in and said, I'm taking control of the server. I'm shutting it down. We're going to redo the rules. We're going to redo everything. We'll bring it back online when it's ready. And they deleted the server. There's just like an announcement that says, hey guys, we shut down the server. You got 15 minutes to say your piece, and then we'll bring it back later.
See, this is why it is important to spend good money on good PR teams. Like, you have to have a team that is responsible to be outward facing and be as professional as possible. I can't believe that they would. I don't know. I want to know who made that call to make that comment. Well, why are you crying about $1?
I think it was just a mod, like one of the community mods or something. I don't even know.
But the crazy thing is, so it's like, this is a game. It's a Chinese game, right? Developed in China,
I think, or Taiwan. It's one or the other. So or maybe Korea. I don't know.
It's developed in a different country. They bring it over to the global servers, and they're literally just charging you more. So it's like, if you live in Taiwan or China, where it originally came out, you pay $5, but then you got to pay, the equivalent of $6 in wherever else, and then you're earning less. It's like, why? Like, why would they be like, oh,
and the second you get greedy,
these North
everyone's
American
gonna notice.
Guys gotta pay more. It's like, why? It's like, you obviously have a good, successful model, and it's like, people are gonna notice. Like, no one's just like, what was their plan?
And it's like, maybe I get the conversion rates maybe for the dollar in the shop, maybe. Okay.
But you gotta explain that.
But also, you had to go into the code and be like, what are the rewards at the end of the missions? Half it. And it's like, why? Why would you do that? Doesn't make any sense. Why would you? We're still completing the same mission, and there's footage of people getting those rewards. Like, you can't hide that. Everyone's gonna figure it out. So don't be greedy. You be greedy and you lose. Every time, people will catch on. The internet is too smart.
Because now your game is like has a 1.6 stars, like you said. It's like, there you go. You just killed your hype. You killed a lot of potential customers. You probably lost more money than you gained by being sus with the dollar. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
that's right.
So, I don't know why people do that. Like, why developers do that stuff. It's crazy to me. Absolutely crazy.
There's so much precedent that there's really no excuse for making mistakes like that now. Like, how many developers have made really bad choices, really greedy choices that are just completely bombed their sales and bombed their reputation? There's so much precedent out there. You got to know better at this point.
Yeah, but you see those dollar signs and you know what I mean?
And like maybe you milk the global audience because it's like Americans that have more money. But that's what one of the things is. One of the people that commented on the $1 thing, it's like, okay, I get it, it's $1, but in my currency, that's $7, and I'm on the global server. Like, that's my designated server. So it's not just $1, it's $7 for me. And like, I mean, that's a lot. That's a big decision. So, anyways,
the funny part is like, it's like a psychological thing. $1, truthfully, for a lot of people, won't matter. But just the knowledge that knowing you have to pay $1 more than someone else for like no reason, that's sus. Like, if you were like, you went to the store, you went to Starbucks with your wife, let's say, and you ordered 2 of the same thing. I'll have 2 grande lattes. It was like, all right, for you $5, for you $6. You'd be like, what? You know what I mean? You'd throw a fit. It'd be crazy.
Yeah. And if I'm getting a Starbucks on a cruise ship and it's $1 more, I get it. Or like if it's on the top of a mountain, like if I climb a mountain at the top, there's a Starbucks and they charge me $1.50 extra, I'll probably pay it. But you downloaded the game, it's the same game that everyone's been playing, and they're like,